Hey folks, your OS Reviews. You're watching our video review of the original selfie stick by Retrack. This one retails for $19.99, which is quite affordable, and you can get it through Amazon.com or through the company's website. Retrack also manufactures several different models of the selfie stick. This one is the wired version. It also comes in a wireless Bluetooth model that you can select from. And what's interesting is this one will fit any smartphone, from the iPhone 6, the iPhone 5, to the Samsung Note 3, so it can also fit phablets as well. You can then rotate your phone up to 180 degrees for capturing videos and also self-photography. It also includes a mount that you can use to fit a GoPro or a standard camera or a camcorder onto the unit. So it's pretty easy to use, and as far as design is concerned, it's pretty attractive. In the inside of the box, you have access to a user manual, which is documented in full color, tells you how to install things and to apply for the warranty. And finally, we have access to the bracket, which holds your smartphone into place. It has padded internals, which prevents any scratching from happening on your phone when you're using it. There's also a rubber grip, which has to be attached onto the top to fit smaller phones into the bracket itself quite securely. There's also the mount that you can use to attach the GoPro. And finally, you have access to just the self-tracking mode. You can see it's quite small and easy to tote around. It also includes a grippy texture on the handlebar, which makes it easy to use. And finally, there is just a simple click key that you can use to capture an image or to start recording video. It's tactile, responsive, and has an interesting click to it. And of course, on the side there, you have the lanyard strap. On the very top, you have access to the holder for the tripod mount. And there's just this 3.5mm jack that needs to be connected into your smartphone, iOS or Android, in order for you to start using the unit with the click key to capture the video or your images. The retraction mechanism here is pretty compact and it's crafted in chrome, which is quite attractive. However, it's very tight, so that as you start using it, it will loosen up. With that being said, it does scratch the chrome a little bit each time you slide it in and out, which is one of the only concerns that we had for this unit actually. It's because it's not going to be as pristine as you start using it, just because you can already see some of the scratches on the textured metal here, even though this is brand new. So if you're someone who wants your things 100% polished, this is a con for this particular selfie stick. So once fully extracted, you can see that we have a pretty secure mount. It's also very lightweight, so compared to other selfie sticks we've seen, this one is extremely easy for traveling and portability. Next, we're going to show you how to attach a phone into the mount and to set everything up. I'm just going to unhook this, maybe even using one hand is enough. Kind of squeeze it up, and your phone will be inserted into this bracket. I can then push it all the way in to get a secure fit. Now, a word of fair warning: if you have a curved phone, such as the LG G Flex 1 or 2, it's not going to be as secure just because you have rounded corners and the sides here are squared off and they're straight. So for curved phones, you have to be more careful with this particular mount. Taking a look on the top there, we just have a simple mechanism for screwing everything together on the very top. And after we have the phone mount attached onto the pole, you can see you have a pretty secure connection. I can also change the angle by kind of twisting it. And the screw on the side here can also be loosened up if you want to rotate the mount 360 degrees. So it gives you quite a bit of freedom in terms of the angle that you want when capturing your shots. You can tilt it up, tilt it down, and to change your phone when taking your selfies. The last step will be attaching the headphone jack onto the sides there, and you have a secure fit. Now you'll notice that my phone is slightly lopsided, and this is for one reason. This is because if I kind of flip the phone to the other way and the headphone port would actually be on the bottom here, it kind of gets into the way of this hole on the side, which makes it difficult to be plugged in. And it's kind of lopsided as well, just because the power key is on the bottom. So if I actually put it onto the mount, sometimes the phone will power off because the pressure that you're applying onto the phone's sides is a little bit too much. However, you can see that the phone is still pretty secure. It's not going to fall out anytime soon. To take images is pretty simple. I just click on the shutter key. Now, if your phone has a operating system or skin on top of Android that's default set to a different program when hitting the home key, like on Samsung Galaxy phones, it might turn on the S voice. You have to go to the settings and to kind of change that, but it's pretty simple. It takes just a few moments to do. A benefit of a selfie stick like this, which is using a wired as opposed to Bluetooth, is that you don't have to pair it every single time, and also you don't need to worry about power consumption. This is more energy efficient, and I think that if you repeatedly use it a lot, it might save you a bit of time after you program it once you're ready to go. I can also set it to do other things. So for right now, we have it to the zoom setting. So if I press there, it's actually going to zoom into my shots. And you can see how it's pretty easy to use and does the job nicely. So in terms of self-photography, it does a good job of recording video as well as taking images. Now for traditional cameras, it's a bit more tricky. You have to turn on the timer mode and then take an image after maybe 5 seconds, because obviously you can't connect it to a headphone port on a traditional point-and-shoot digital camera. At the end of the day, Retrack's the original selfie stick wired control version isn't perfect, although we do think that the pros outweigh the cons. For one, it's extremely inexpensive at only $19.99. It works universally with any phone, even if your phone doesn't have Bluetooth on board. It can also work with digital cameras. It's very small and lightweight, and also includes a rubber grip, which is extremely easy to hold in the hand. To check out more information, be sure to read our full written review, but this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Review.